All right, perfect. We are live. Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back. I am Jade. I'm the founder of Soul Searchers, for those of you who don't know. Tonight we're doing donation-based oracle card readings. But before we get started, I'm going to go ahead and put some music on in the background, get a couple things set up. Sorry, I was a couple minutes late. Facebook was being a little iffy with me. It's normally not my biggest fan, but it's all right. I'll still work with it. Okay. If you are watching the replay, please remember to comment #replay. If you have any questions or comments about any of the cards or the readings given, any of the collective messages, please feel free to comment. If you have any more personal questions or anything you'd like to just talk about one-on-one in relation to anything spiritual or the live in general, you're more than welcome to message me privately via our Soul Searchers Facebook page. I'm always up for conversation and answering questions and all that good stuff. I think that's all my quick messages beforehand. Let me go ahead and get our live shared so we can get a few more people on here. Okay. Share. There we go. Okay, that part's done. And then I'll do a quick pull for the collective. I'll probably pull a couple of cards. I like to pull multiples, not just one. I just enjoy it. And then we'll go ahead and get started. All right. First, I'm going to drink some tea. Okay. Oh, and just a reminder for anyone who's here normally, and kind of just a heads up for anyone who's new, the comments are a little bit delayed, so there's going to be a few seconds from the time you comment to when I see it, but I will respond as soon as I see it, and if I've moved on, I'll come back to it, I swear. What else was I going to say? Also, whenever you hop on, feel free to say hi, let me know you're here. Facebook doesn't really tell me who's on, it just gives me a little number in the corner, so say hi, I'd love to chat. Okay, and I'll probably say that a few times throughout the live as we get more people on here, just as like a reminder. Okay. It's so funny. I was getting ready to start the live, and I went to log on to the platform that I use called StreamYard, and I normally just have to like click a little button that connects to the Facebook, and I clicked on it to start the broadcast, and it goes, "Sorry, we're no longer connected to your Facebook." And I'm like, I have 2 minutes. So I had to like go back and reconnect everything, and it was so silly, but I made it. Hi, Sheila. How are you? Okay. Let me go ahead and get my iPad out of the way. All right. What deck do I want to use for the collective? What does the collective need to hear? Okay, I'm really feeling grateful. Ooh, what are you grateful for today? Okay, I'm really feeling the Emily Aarons Angels in Your Biz deck for our first card for the collective this evening. I love to hear that people are grateful. Grateful is a good feeling. All right. Let's see. I know I'm grateful this evening. I went to this new restaurant. We haven't eaten out in a while, and it's called Julep, kind of like mint julep, and it's this Southern food restaurant. I haven't had good Southern food in a long time. And anytime someone's like, "Oh, I know this really good, place that has great Southern food," and I live in Maryland, so anytime I hear that, I'm like, is it good Southern food though? Is it? But this place actually was, and I was very impressed. everything, just life. All. Yeah, love is always confusing. That's, well, in my opinion, my experience. I think we all have our ups and downs with it, but even so, it's still a great experience. All right, so let's see. What does the collective? I'm constantly dropping these ones, so I apologize, guys. These Emily Aarons cards, I love them so much. They're just really big. Like this is a size, and like this is my hand, so I'm literally struggling here. Okay. What does the collective need to hear right now? Support. I love that. Okay. So our first card for the collective this evening is support. Your angels are here for you now and forever. And for those of you who don't necessarily believe in angels, I don't know, you can guides, ancestors, whatever you choose to believe in, that supportive and guiding energy around you, that is what this is referring to. So whatever you choose to believe, I'm not here to tell you what to believe. That's not my job. I'm just here to give the messages. So if you're not into angels, that's totally fine. Do you? You can think of it as your guides, your ancestors, ascended masters, whatever you choose. But the point is that they're there and they're supporting you. And this is particularly in reference to careers, businesses, any entrepreneurial moves, or changes in your work, essentially. And I think everyone's having a lot of changes right now. With the quarantine, with the pandemic going on, some people are now working from home. Some people have completely switched jobs because they've lost their job, were laid off because of quarantine, and have started something completely different. And things are kind of up in the air and difficult for a lot of people. But your guides, your angels, your ancestors, they're there supporting you, and they want you to know that you're not alone through everything that's happening. And they're not going to leave you hanging. They're not just going to let you fall on your butt and that's it. So that is our first card for the collective this evening. I almost said this morning. I normally am on in the morning, guys. Sorry. But like I said, the first card for the collective is support. Okay. Okay, and I don't know if there's anyone out there right now who you were thinking of starting a business, or you were, right at the beginning of starting, your entrepreneurial journey before all this quarantine stuff, before the pandemic, and put it on hold, or just, stopped it completely, just gave up on it. But now would be a good time to start looking at that idea again, start looking at that new entrepreneurial business venture, and know that your guides are there and that they are supporting you, and really encouraging you to do that. So I hope that makes sense. I'm not sure who that's necessarily to specifically, but if any of you, like I said, were thinking of starting your own business, or had, everything planned out to get that started and kind of stopped, now's the time to start looking at that again. Okay, Sheila. Yeah, that makes sense. I wanted to, this is going to sound like weird for some people, get kind of iffy about it. I wanted to kind of call you out, but I didn't want to be like, I didn't want to be like, so this is you. But yeah, I think it was. I think there's a couple of people, but for you in particular right now, for sure. It was funny because I was just going to put it away and be done, and they were like, you have to say this too. And I'm like, okay. I love when they do that, but I also am like, should I call somebody out, or should I just leave it open? But anywho, Okay. What's our next card for the collective? Let's see. Okay, I'm going to go with our Halloween Oracle deck, which I'm super in love with. Friends of mine have been telling me to try and catch one of your lives. Hello, Leah. Is it Leah or Lee? I'm going to try. Awesome. I'm glad you were able to stop by. Yeah, Dory and Amanda are on here quite often, and they are the sweetest. Okay. Sheila. Leah. Okay, cool. Perfect. I just want to make sure I'm saying your name right. Some people pronounce it different, and I didn't want to jack it up. I know some people pronounce my name Jada, and I'm like, no. It's Jade, not Jada. It's a pretty name, but it's not my name. So I try and get people's names right. All right. Sheila. Yeah, if you get goosebumps, it's for a reason. I'm like throwing cards over here, guys. Sorry. Give me a sec. Let me pay attention to my shuffling and do what I gotta do for you guys. Okay. All right. What else does the collective need to hear this evening? Ooh. Okay. So this is my Halloween deck, my Halloween Oracle deck. So I'm going to preface this by just saying that like some of the cards are kind of dark looking, but they're really cool. They're not scary, I promise. The messages in and of themselves aren't like scary, so don't freak out, guys. But they are Halloween themed. So, and Halloween's my favorite, and I'm absolutely in love with it. I went to the mall today to pick up a couple of new makeup items, and the cashier, she had noticed I have a mask, and it's Nightmare Before Christmas that my mom made me, and I absolutely love it. It's my favorite mask. It's very comfortable, but it's Nightmare Before Christmas, so I love it. And she was like, oh, are you into horror movies? What's your favorite horror movie? And we're just like bonding over, spooky season. So anywho, not that that's relevant to anything. I just absolutely loved it. Oh my gosh, your birthday is Halloween. That's amazing. Every time I meet someone whose birthday is Halloween, I'm like, oh, why couldn't I be born on Halloween? That would have been so cool. But then at the same time, I was born in June and I'm a Gemini and I really love being a Gemini, so I can't even be mad, But it's all good. Anywho, sorry, I got distracted, guys. The next card for the collective is the Vampire, who is a very pretty vampire, by the way. But the point of this card is emotional intelligence and really being aware of your own feelings versus, like for my empaths out there, versus the feelings that you're receiving from others. But also really aware of how the people around you are making you feel. Are they draining you, or are they kind of building you up, energizing you? There we go. Are they draining you energetically, or are they supporting you energetically? So it's important right now to really be aware of that, because we've been in quarantine for so long that we're just like, give me people contact, you know what I mean? Give me that connection, and we kind of forget that we have to be aware of who we're connecting with on that energetic level. Is it a positive experience, or is it really just negatively impacting us, right? So I know personally, I used to get really wrapped up in just wanting to be around people and hang out, and I didn't really pay attention to how those people made me feel, how I was feeling after interacting with certain people. And it's not necessarily like, it's not a bad thing on their part. It's not always intentional. But it's just something to really be aware of right now, especially. And not only if they're draining energetically, like if they're like, I call them energy vampires. So this card is kind of perfect. But also the situations that you're in and the environments, how are you feeling and why are you feeling that way? We get, kind of irritated sometimes. We're like, I don't even know why I'm mad. Well, there's a reason. Let's, talk about it. Let's figure it out. You got to kind of go within yourself. Excuse me. So this card in particular is just really being aware of your own emotions and the energetic vibes. Kind of. That's not the right word. Vibes isn't the word, guys. Not only how you're feeling emotionally, but how you're feeling energetically. Sometimes it's hard to put things into the right words. So again, that is our second card for the collective. It is the Vampire. Emotional intelligence. I gotta slow myself down. I'm getting too excited. I get ahead of myself a lot. Okay. I hope that makes sense, guys. As far as, being aware of the people around you energetically, not just emotionally. Okay. If it doesn't, please feel free to comment. Let me know. Ask. I can try and make it more understandable. I know sometimes I get a little over the top. Okay. Also, I'm drinking sweet tea, which is like my one like serious vice right now. I say I have a sweet tea problem. It just hypes me up. I just love it so much. And it's so bad for you because there's so much sugar in it. All right. I think I'm going to do... Can you guys hear the music, by the way? Is it too loud, too quiet? If you can't hear it at all, let me know. You're putting out there too. Yes, Leah, absolutely. And sometimes it's hard to really tell if we are being, energy vampires ourselves, if we're draining the people around us. And like I said a little bit ago, it's not always intentional. So it's definitely hard to be aware of that sometimes. But as long as we try and do our best, that's how I feel about it. And to not be offended when someone is, reaches out to be like, hey, I don't mean this in like a shitty way, but it's really draining to be around you right now. I just need to kind of take some space. Like, don't be offended. We all have our moments where we just can't handle being around certain people or people in general, and we just have to be aware of that. And I'm personally very aware that sometimes I am over the top. So I can occasionally be draining for some people. Okay, let's see. Let's see. What is our next card going to come from? Okay. Our next card for the collective, y'all. Yes, I can hear it. Awesome. Thank you, Sheila. Our next card for the collective is from the Keepers of Light Oracle. Be free to express ourselves and also be open to receiving. Exactly. I think that's so important. Because, if someone like reaches out to you to say like, hey, this is how I'm feeling about X, Y, and Z, and you're like, well, no. Well, then they're not going to come to you again. We got to be open. All right. Oh, okay. Dropping stuff again, guys. Sorry. All right. What else does the collective need to hear? No. Okay. That's the one. Great. That was like a very deliberate flip. Okay. So the card is Diana, Focused Intention. So think about what you want, set your sights on it, and go for it, is essentially what this card is saying. And to know that the best outcome, if you keep your eye on that best outcome for, your highest good, that's what you're going to get. Okay. But first you have to really take the time to narrow down what it is you're trying to achieve. Not like a general, like, oh, I just want to be happy. Okay. Well, what does that mean? What specifically, do you think you need to be happy? What is it that you're actually looking for? What does it mean for you? Just like some people say, I want to be successful. Okay, well, everyone has a different idea of success, right? So what is your idea of success? What is it specifically that you want? And as you set your sights on that and really start working for it, you're going to start manifesting those things within your life, you know? But a lot of people think, oh, manifestation, if I just think that I want it, I'll get it. But that is not the case, and that is not how that works, guys. Law of attraction still requires us to do a little bit of our own work, like creating a vision board and really kind of planning out. That being said, as you plan and as you focus on that end goal, it's also important to know that the divine plan will sometimes take precedent. So it may not be exactly how you expected to get there or how you expected to attain your own success or attain your happiness or whatever, but it's going to happen, right? So don't freak out if your plan isn't exactly how you want it and everything doesn't go perfectly, because, well, nothing is meant to go perfectly. That's not realistic. That's not how the universe works. That's not, what our human brain considers perfect isn't necessarily perfect for us. Does that make sense, guys? So again, Diana, focused intention, narrow down exactly what it is that you want, figure it out and start going for it, and know that everything that is for you will come to you. Okay. Sue, really do with a message. So Sue, I'm going to start doing individual donation-based readings here in just a minute. So once I do that, you're more than welcome to go on the PayPal and request a reading, and I'll be happy to do that for you. Okay. Sheila, thank you so much. The past couple nights I've been kind of getting the nudge to do an evening live, and I was just really tired this weekend, but tonight I was like, no, I definitely need to be on there. So I'm happy that this was what you needed this evening. Okay. Let me. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and pull one more card for the collective, but I'm going to go ahead and change our banner here and make sure I have that right. 9, 15, 22, 30. Yep, okay. I'm going to go ahead and change our banner to the donation-based readings banner. So if you would like a personal reading over live, go ahead and go to the PayPal. One card is $9, 2 cards is $15, 3 is $22, and 5 is $30. And these are like significantly discounted prices just for our Facebook Lives. So anyone who has the chance to get on, and I will be offering via my website private personal readings soon as well. I'm really excited about it. I'm just working with the app to get everything situated. So that'll be coming soon if you guys want something more private. Leah, because I have no idea what I'm working towards. No goals. Yes. Okay. So personal story, Leah, if you don't mind. I completely understand that. I understand feeling that way. For a long time, I didn't know what actually made me happy. I didn't know, I didn't really have any hobbies or anything I thought really interested me. Anything like that. I didn't really have anything that inspired me or made me really happy. And I had to figure that out. And it took me a little while. I had to put my big girl pants on and go out and try new things and meet new people and, figure out what I actually enjoyed. And then I ran with it. And that's this. But it took me a long time. And as far as hobbies and stuff, I knew I liked to draw and paint and things like that. But I only knew that I liked it when I was younger and I hadn't done it in years. So I had to start picking up different hobbies again and figuring out, okay, what really works for me? What do I actually enjoy? What actually makes me happy? And when you figure that stuff out, it makes it easier to create this idea of what you want your life to actually look like, what you want to be doing, and run with it. So it's daunting when you think about it, but once you get started and you really start figuring out yourself and getting in touch with what you truly enjoy, what lights you up and makes you excited, then it'll start to fall into place. It really will, I promise. Okay. But yeah, Leah, I was in college. I was like 3 months away from graduating, and I was like, I am miserable. This is not what I want to be doing. This isn't who I am. And I left. Like, I just up and left. And everyone thought I lost my mind, which, I mean, I guess I kind of did. But it was in a good way. It was for the best. It definitely was different, but it led me to where I am now. And I'm loving every single bit of it. Okay. Ooh, notifications. I love notifications. All right. Sheila. 1 card. Perfect. All right. Sheila. What does Sheila need to hear this evening? Okay, Sheila, for you, we are going with the Work Your Light Oracle. All right, Sheila. What does Sheila need to hear, guys? Sheila. All right, Sheila. So, your card, my dear, is the Priestess. I don't know if you can see that. My camera is kind of wonky. But how are you being called to step up and lead? Is what the card says. But for you, this particular card, what I'm feeling is really that embracing that divine feminine energy of allowing everything that is for you to come to you and being open to receiving it. But also, we talked about this last time, but I'm going to go ahead and remind you again, but being open to receiving love, unconditional love from others. That doesn't necessarily mean romantically. It could be, friends, family, whatever. But again, you're very good at giving love unconditionally to others, but being more open to receiving that is really important for you right now. And I would definitely, I don't know if you meditate, but there's a few guided meditations out there that are geared towards opening the heart chakra, and being, more open to love itself. So I would definitely look into that. But I think that's a really big one for you right now, which is why I think it's coming up again. But definitely, embracing your power and your self-love, okay? And really just, who you are. This is kind of random. So do you know, I don't know if everyone used to watch Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, but Aunt Viv, Will Smith's aunt, she was just this really badass woman, like just very confident in who she was, extremely intelligent, very loving, awesome mother. I'm getting strong like Aunt Viv vibes for you, and really like just very powerful, loving, just fun energy, and just embracing that side of yourself, like all parts of yourself, not just the the business side, not just work and, taking care of everything, but also, just that love and enjoyment of life and really connecting to that again. But yes, I'm definitely feeling very like you're very educated, intelligent, not just like book smart, but also street smart, emotionally intelligent. But it's time to really embrace that feminine power and feminine energy of allowing and kind of release the reins a little bit and not be trying to kind of control every little thing, like micromanage the universe essentially, which is something I do all the time. I'm constantly having to be like, okay, hold on, step back, quit trying to micromanage the universe. Things are happening how they're supposed to. So that's what I'm getting right now. So I hope that makes sense. I hope that resonates. I keep seeing okay. I'm just going to go ahead and share. There was an episode where Aunt Viv went to a dance class and like all the girls were like younger and basically like trying to talk shit and like, oh, you're wearing that, like, and like, why are you here? And she like showed out, like broke out the dance moves and was like killing it. And at the end they were like, oh, you know what I'm saying? And she just like had fun with it, but she also like showed that, she had the skill and she was amazing. And I just keep seeing that. So don't just, focus on the skill asset. Don't just focus on like the facts, the logic, the go, but have fun and embrace that fun and loving side of yourself too. So that literally just keeps playing in my head, which is why I keep smiling. Okay, perfect. Yeah. Hello, Irma. How are you? Perfect. Awesome. I'm glad that makes sense. I'm glad you understand. And yes, that episode was it was so good. I love I haven't watched the show in such a long time, but whenever I see like clips and stuff, it just makes me smile. And I haven't seen any in forever, so it's funny that they used that to really relay the message. I just thought that was so great. But anywho, like I said, I hope that makes sense. So that is your card, my dear, the Priestess. Ooh, wrong deck. Yeah, I love Fresh Prince. Like it was such an amazing show and very deep, but also just a lot of fun. I definitely kind of just want to go and rewatch it now. Okay. Oh, it's a little warm in here. Sorry. My air conditioning's still out, so I'm like, whew. But it is all good. All right. Let me write something down real quick. Okay, I'm glad that made sense, Sheila. I'm glad you understood what I was talking about. That's definitely, I really enjoyed that card for you. And I think that, yeah, I see very good things for you. I definitely do. It's just a matter of really opening up that heart chakra and being opening to receiving that unconditional love from others as well. And kind of letting other people take care of you sometimes too. I think that's super important. Okay. All right. So if anybody else would like a reading, the information is at the bottom. I'm going to go ahead and post a comment with the PayPal link and prices, if that makes it easier for you guys. You are so welcome, Sheila. Okay. And if you know anybody else who would be interested, hold on. My comment didn't work. Uh-oh. Can you guys see it? On this side, it says that it failed. And it won't let me redo it. Oh, there we go. I think it worked. Okay. Anywho, what was I saying? Oh yeah, if you know anybody else who would be interested in Soul Searchers in our Facebook page or our Instagram, who might be interested in any of our lives, please feel free to share with them. We are not exclusive. I'm, open to anyone and everyone who is looking for a little guidance and support and unconditional love. So please feel free to invite whoever you would like. Sorry, I keep saying a lot. I keep getting distracted. The comment thing is over here on the side. So whenever it pops up, I'm like, wait, what? Huh? Like, squirrel? It's okay, guys. It's just who I am. Okay, perfect. Awesome, Sheila. I'm glad that it did go through. Okay, yeah, it still has it on my screen. It has it kind of grayed out, and it says that, there was an error. So as long as you guys can see it, that is all that matters. Okay. And like, if you're in any groups or anything where you think anybody might be interested, please feel free to share our lives with them as well. No pressure. Just if you want. I'm not going to force anybody. I mean, I can't force anybody. We're through a computer screen. But always happy to get recommendations for people to come through and hang out with us and get readings. So if you're called to do so, feel free. All right. Okay. Let's see. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and show everybody what card decks I have available right now. And then if anyone's interested, go ahead and drop a comment. Like I said, our PayPal info is on the little banner at the bottom here and in the comments. So we have our Starseed Oracle. Got to see on Tuesday morning, peace and play. Good night, Sheila. Thank you for stopping by. Okay, and then we have our Halloween Oracle and our Archangel Gabriel Oracle, our Saints and Angels, our Work Your Light, Angels and Ancestors, our Keepers of the Light, and over here, we have our Spirit Animal Oracle. So if you're interested in a card pull, please feel free to reach out. Once I get a notification on PayPal, I will happily do that for you. And we'll go from there. Okay, and if you have any questions, if you're not sure about, how Oracle card readings work or anything else as far as, spirituality goes, different aspects of spirituality, please feel free to ask. I'm happy to talk about it. Just reach out. Okay. All right. In the meantime, I'm just going to enjoy my music over here. Okay. Ooh, also, guys, for anyone interested, I got this awesome giant selenite stick, and I'm super excited about it. I got it online, and it came in the mail, and I was just like super excited. I didn't expect it to be this big because I wasn't paying attention when I ordered it. I was just like, I need selenite, and I got it, and it was huge, and it's perfect. It's really great for clearing your other crystals and different energies, and it's actually really good for like a lot of things, but I got it specifically for clearing my other crystals and the energy and everything. But I was super excited about it, and just kind of sitting here and I was staring at it. I'm like, let me show everyone my cool selenite. I have a bunch of crystals kind of just sitting around. Okay. I'll give it a few more minutes, see if we get anybody else on, see what's happening. Just kind of hang out until someone else wants a reading. Okay. I love that. That's beautiful. Okay. Sorry, guys. I just pulled like a random card. Not necessarily for myself. It's actually for a family member. But it was eternal love. Love is love is love. And it transcends physical death, which I think is really important. So I'm going to have to take a picture of that and send it to them and send them the rest of the message with it. Do. Okay. Let's see if we can get our live shared in a couple different places so we can get some more people on here. Okay. Okay, or not. Facebook doesn't really want to work with me right now, but that's okay. Anywho, all right. So drop a comment when you hop on. Let me know you're here. Say hi, so I'm not just talking to myself. I'd love to chat with you guys. If this is your first time on here, let me know. Let me know where you're from, all that good stuff. If you've been here before, hey. If you would like a reading, the information is on the banner at the bottom and in the comments. And I'll be on for another few minutes. Okay. All right. I'm going to do one more card for the collective really quick. From the Angels and Ancestors deck, which is this one here. Okay. Love this. All right, we've got the Stag Spirit, Trust and Thrive. So I think we're all having kind of a hard time with trust right now. Trusting that this pandemic is ever going to end, or that we're ever going to get back to quote unquote normal. and a lot of other things. But we're creating a new normal, and I think that's a beautiful process. However, this card in particular is the message in relation to this is more of trusting that things are working out the way that they're supposed to, that everything is happening in the divine timing that it is meant to, and is divinely orchestrated to be happening in the sequence that it is. Specifically that each thing that is happening right now, each major event, each breakthrough, each change, the progress that we're making, or the lack thereof in some cases, things are happening in the order they are meant to happen, when they are meant to happen, and we will get to a better place when it is time. We are far from perfect as a society, as a whole, as a planet, but we're getting there. We're making progress. Things are moving forward. It may not necessarily be at the speed that we would like, but it is happening. And we need to trust that it is for our highest good, that everything that is happening, although not necessarily what we want, not necessarily enjoyable, sometimes very uncomfortable, very heartbreaking, frustrating, very scary in some instances, that it is all happening for a reason. And we don't necessarily need to know the reason right now, only that it is for the highest good, and that we are going to get where we are meant to. Like I said, everything is divinely orchestrated and is occurring in divine timing for us. So, like I said, stag spirit, trust and thrive. Okay. All right. Please feel free to drop a comment when you hop on. Say hello. I'd love to talk to you all. If you're interested in a reading, the information is on the banner down here in the bottom, and in a comment, if that makes it easier for you guys. Let me just check something real quick. One sec. Okay. There we go. Sorry guys, the music, it just keeps replaying, so now I'm just I'm like getting it. Oh, I can't. I'm a mess. Anyways. All right. Okay, so if no one else is hopping on and no one else is interested in a reading for the evening, that's okay. I have a feeling I was only here for Sheila, but that's like perfect. I think that's what we needed tonight. Once again, if you're watching the replay, please comment #replay. If you have any questions about any of the cards pulled, if you have any questions about anything in regards to spirituality, excuse me, then please feel free to comment. As soon as I see it, I will respond. If you'd like to message me directly via the Soul Searchers Facebook page, I'm getting ahead of myself and getting tongue-tied, guys. If you have something more personal that you would like to ask or reach out to me personally in regards to the video, please feel free to message me via the Soul Searchers Facebook page. Like I said a billion times, I would love to talk to you guys, so reach out. Thank you so much for stopping by, and I will see you guys for my next live. Have an awesome night.